So I recently played another roguelike. I know, there's a lot of them out there, but this one stood out to me. It's called Deadzone Rogue. It literally has Rogue in the title, but it's also a competent, fun, and rewarding game with solid feeling combat, great build crafting, and synergies. It's still in early access, but there is enough content here for at least 10 to 20 hours of elemental robot killing meta progression. You're stuck on a derelict spacecraft full of killer robots, and you don't remember what happened, but you are mean, agile, have an arsenal of weapons, and an emotional support plant.
Say, you wouldn't happen to know what's going on, would you? At least you're alive, little friend. Who's the best plant there is? It's Planty. Hands down.
Traverse through rooms killing robots, and at the end of every room is an orb containing a weapon, a random item, an augment to start your build crafting, or a perk to enhance it. Enemy robots drop weapons and armor for you to pick up that has affixes on it. You also pick up scrap, tech, and tech components from defeated enemies. Every few rooms you get a generous recovery spot to restore health and upgrade armor and weapons. You can upgrade your weapon level, but also re-roll affixes on all of your weapons and change your weapon's rarity. This makes it really easy to keep your build consistent throughout your run, or it allows you to change up your build on the fly. All of the tech that you received during a run will allow you to get permanent upgrades, as is typical in roguelikes, but you will need a certain amount of tech components to unlock the ability to upgrade something. I feel this isn't really necessary though. Why not just let me use the tech I've received to unlock new passives? Why artificially inflate the time I need to play and grind by adding another currency to collect? Just a thought. My favorite part is watching the robots freeze and shatter or explode in fire. The elemental build crafting and gunplay was my main reason for checking out this game when I saw some of the trailers. It was really easy to play multiple runs when I should have been sleeping. Every item, synergy, and weapon affix was carefully thought out, and everything is useful. More damage to flying enemies, damage up by 15%, and deal more damage to enemies with status ailments. Everything is stackable. There really isn't a useless perk, and it does a lot to make the game fun, and it's still relatively balanced and just OP enough to provide that power fantasy. When you enter a room, there's even a stealth mode. You can investigate the entire room for as long as you want to get a strategic advantage before you shoot. The game does a good job of setting up loneliness in space, but the game feels a little bit lonely in itself. Perhaps a few updates are still to come. A few issues: the main story missions are 30 rooms long, which I think is a little bit too long, especially on the harder difficulties. Other combat missions, which have specific modifiers, are only 20 rooms, and that seems a little more reasonable in my opinion. Some of the robots have support like flying drones that heal them. Some of the enemies in the later stages just randomly evade your shots. I know it's supposed to make the game harder, but it's really annoying. There are some really unbalanced ganky stuff like these little spider bots that just suck you into a vortex, and the status effect lasts too long, then you get stunned, and then... Speaking of bugs, there are plenty of bugs to squash, like enemy fire lingering when you clear a stage, but there's one room where you have to jump across a chasm to melee attack or grenade robots who are immune to ranged attacks in a first-person shooter. But despite a few moments of rage during my playthroughs, Deadzone Rogue is definitely my thing. Enjoyable and addictive first-person roguelike combat with excellent character building and rewarding progression with great payoff. I know that you have many choices when choosing game reviews, and we here at Twisted Mana Productions thank you for choosing us for your review enjoyment. I'm Dan T. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk at you in the next video.